Hey guys, how's it going? I don't know if you guys play guitar or know anyone that plays guitar, but if you do, normally they have a bunch of these, a bundle of used guitar strings. These came off my acoustic my electric Fender, and I figured, why throw them away? They might have a use for later. Well, today I'm going to explain why you should always try to get at least a few of them to throw into your survival pack. So if you're out and about and you're hungry, you're in the woods and you're out packing and it's a survival situation because you're lost and you haven't, ran out of food, you need something to eat, reach into your pack, pull out some of these strings, unwind one of them. And the reason is you can take this and loop it in here, and what do you know? Now you have a way that you can catch something, a snare or a cable restraint, which are technically illegal. In fact, they are illegal unless you have a permit and you're a nuisance trapper, and then there's still regulations there. But if you're lost and you're hungry and you're starving, if you set it and then remove it, you'll be good. And I guess surviving takes more priority over being legal sometimes. But I'm going to show you now. This will be one of the first times I've made a snare. So let's get to work, see if we can do it. And as you notice, I stomped the ground down here. There are rabbit tracks around here. But say right here was a rabbit run, right? You get a bunch of rabbit tracks through here, and they're going by a tree, hop, 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 hop. Peter Cottontail hopping down that bunny trail. Well, if you notice, that's pretty springy, right? And it's thick enough that it could hold the weight of a rabbit, because a wild rabbit's only going to be like 2, maybe 5 pounds at the very most, I'd say. So that's being generous. So make your loop first, because if you tie your knot, you won't be able to make a loop. And I'm going to take in, that seems good. Let me chop some of these here branches off. Survival knife, Walmart, or online, but either way, wherever you get it, have one. Let's tie a loop around this. And now, before I go much farther, I should tell you that I do have a rabbit with me. My friend's dog, he sent me a message saying that his dog ended up killing a rabbit and he didn't want it to go to waste, and it is rabbit season. Also, rabbits should only be consumed when it's cold out. I mean, if it's an emergency, it's an emergency, but wintertime is the best time to get rabbits. I do have a New York State hunting license, so I am allowed to have rabbit. And I do have messages to prove that I didn't just, snare this guy. All right, look. Now this loop is here. Let me move you guys a little bit closer. I don't know if you can see that or not, but here. Come on over. Check it out, guys. Oh, a nice fire would be pretty cool right about now. It's kind of chilly out. All right, so yeah, that loop I'm gonna want to have right about here. If you can see, so it's right there in the middle, which means I'm gonna want this to be right like this. We'll take and we'll notch this in there like that a little bit. All right, so you want to make it so it's got a little notch that it hangs on to. Perfect. And then this. And the reason snares are illegal is because way back when people were using, they were just using rope, they're using whatever. They weren't putting what they call a deer catch in it, which is basically, so if a deer steps in it, it has a stopper, which will stop it from, you know, wrapping around the deer leg. Placement is key. Size of loop. Try to twist this up a little bit. Good. Oh, shoot. Unless you're bumping it. You can tell I haven't really done this much because you're not really supposed to, so cool. Now that we got that set, you would leave it. And you'd also want to make sure that there's stuff up here so that the rabbit didn't come hopping through here. Kind of to guide them. Like that. So let me reach over here. Now if you set up 2 or 3 of these snares, then if you're lost, only if you're lost, if it's an emergency situation, set up a few of these, you'd be actually pretty good. You find 2 or 3 rabbit holes or rabbit runs, and make sure you're doing it. Make sure you're very careful, because you don't want to catch somebody's cat. That's the last thing you want to do, is catch somebody's pet. Alright, so the rabbit, he'll be coming through. Once again, I apologize if this is offensive, but this is for a survival situation. The rabbit comes hopping through, right? And he comes through this here loop, like that. He'll come hopping through, and you got him. Now he's gonna be, that's gonna down like that. You know, this is gonna be up like that. He's gonna go, and all of a sudden, he'll flop around and you'll catch him. And now you come running up right away, and bink, you get him, and now you got dinner. And once again, folks, I'm very sorry if this video upsets anyone, but these are things people really need to know. Because if you're out and you're lost in the woods and you are hungry, you're in need of something, you don't need to have a guitar string. You can take and peel the bark off of trees and braid it and make yourself a rope like that. But you need to know how to survive. You need to know what to do, how to feed yourself. Then you can take that fur and you can also use that to keep your hands warm, because it's very soft, very fuzzy, very warm. But you know, you got to thrive to survive, and above all else, do not panic and be prepared. Take these skills, learn them. Go out in your side yard, make a couple practice ones, and stick your hand in it, and you know, don't leave them. Never ever leave them. When I go, I'm actually going to take this down and bring it with me, put it back in my pack. But be responsible, love our animal friends, love nature, and coincide with it, and understand that sometimes you have to harvest something so that you can feed yourself, so you can survive. Because right now it's about like 43 degrees out, and if I was to be out here the way I'm dressed right now, at nighttime I would need something to eat. I'd need a way to be warm. So you'd want to have a shelter built. That's the first thing, is you get a shelter built, get a fire going, get a shelter built, find a source of water, find a source of food, and don't panic. And if it gets dark, don't ever go running around either, because you could get hurt. So until next time, guys, I'll catch you later, and thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more stuff like this, feel free to subscribe and hit that like button and share. You know, maybe these skills will save someone's life someday. Who knows? Maybe they'll save yours. And, you know, even if it gives you something to get out there with your kids and practice and have some fun, that'd be great. Have a good day, guys.